Hey everybody, thank you for taking the time to visit my channel, Past, Present, and Future Gnosis. It's your host, Gnosis Man, and I'm back with an interesting article for you all to read. But before I begin, I want to say I just dropped my last video, What Your Pastor or Biblical Historian Won't Tell You About the Bible. There's a lot of information in that video, and it's really revealing. And I question you all, you should all check that video out. It'll blow your mind. But yeah, I just wanted to get that across and yeah, check it out. But yeah, let's get straight into this story. A tiny house with elaborate and erotic frescoes unearthed at Pompeii. This is very interesting, coming out of CNN. So let's get straight here. As you see this fresco right here. Now pay attention to the frescoes, people. Pay attention to the frescoes. All right. Well, let's start off here. I'll be showing off some pictures while I'll be going through the article also. So let's continue here. Archaeologists have uncovered a tiny house in Pompeii that is filled with elaborate and sometimes erotic frescoes, further revealing the ornate way in which Romans decorated their homes. Situated in the central district of the ancient city, the house is smaller than normal and unusually lacks the open central courtyard known as the atrium. That is a typical Roman architecture. The Archaeological Park of Pompeii, which oversees the site, said in a statement Thursday. This change could have occurred due to shifting trends in Roman and particularly Pompeian society during the 1st century AD, archaeologists said. Pompeii was destroyed by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in AD 79, when its building and thousands of inhabitants were buried beneath layers of ash and pumice. This coating perfectly preserved the city for millennia, making it one of the most important archaeological sites in the world, as it offers an unprecedented insight into Roman daily life. This latest discovery spotlights the ornate decorations that rich Romans enjoyed their homes. Several frescoes depict mythological scenes, and others are decorated with plant and animal motifs on a white background. One small square painting set against a blue painted wall depicts an intercourse between a star and a nymph, while another shows Hippolytus, son of the mythical Greek king Theseus, and his stepmother Phaedra, who fell in love with him before killing herself when he rejects her in disgust. One fresco likely portrays the judgment of Paris, though it has been damaged by previous excavations, and another shows Venus, the goddess of love, and Adonis, her mortal lover. Erotic and elaborate frescoes like this have been uncovered in Pompeii before. One house covered in erotic frescoes reopened to the public in January 2023 after being closed for 20 years, while another fresco depicting an erotic scene from the Greek myth, Leda and the Swan, was uncovered in 2018, as you're seeing here. Elsewhere in this newly excavated house, the last ritual offerings left before the eruption still remain at the household shrine, known as Lararium. We have archaeologists, restorers, archaeobotanists here to understand exactly how the ritual of the last sacrifice was carried out before the eruption, said Gabriel Zuckertrigel, the park's director, in a statement. There are still the burnt remains of this ritual. There is the knife that was used. This excavation, Zuckertrigel added, takes place under the eyes of the public, who can access the site on suspended walkways and watch archaeologists working. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. And before I head out, like with all these pictures and all these frescoes, there you could see that this is E79, ladies and gentlemen, way into Christianity that's already going on. And yet, all these frescoes depicting mythological stories are still engraved in these people's house. And this goes to another thing that I've been saying about my video, if you've been watching my channel, is that all of these mythological stories were going straight through the Christian era. All of them. And yet we find it all in these paintings on the walls of these people in their households. That should tell you something of the relationship that they had to these mythological stories and the importance that they put it to portray in their household. Like all we do, ladies and gentlemen, we display our houses particularly to, I can say, display ourselves. It's like a double image of ourselves. So That's very interesting. That's why I said to pay attention to the frescoes that you're seeing. But anywho, I just wanted to get that out. What do you guys think about all these frescoes that they found in Pompeii? And for everybody that's seen my prior 2 videos, I am in the works of making part 2. Yes, yes, ladies and gentlemen, part 2 of did the creators of the Bible use mythological stories to create the Bible? And I thank you all again for the views on that video. You guys really ran it up. Y'all did. And I thank you guys. So part 2 is on the way. So just please be on the wait for that though. But other than that, I just wanted to get this video out to you guys to show you what they just found in Pompeii. And I'll check you all on the next one. All right, everybody. Peace.